What's up, everyone? My name is Lionel. I'm your host of LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 13. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. In support of me, please like this video, and you can also share it. You can also subscribe if you are new to this channel, and you can leave your comments below. Now let's get into this episode. Okay, so this is going to be quite a short episode because, this is after the whole trip, and we're just talking about what happened, and not really much was going on. There's just a couple of things I want to touch up on. Quad and Heavenly, they have a conversation in regards to can they be around the group. Quad was like, I don't know if we can be around the group because of how Greg wants to be in regards to this whole situation. You know, I don't want to put King in that type of situation as far as different events and all that. Of course, they can have different things, Quad wants to set up some type of event where the women kind of regroup and kind of build a camaraderie amongst each other. She's not going to be inviting Brownlee. Lord, now I'm starting to call her by her real name, or well, her nickname. I want to still stick with that. And Phaedra. Now we know that Quad has problems with Phaedra after the show aired and all that good stuff. I just want to know what Quad's specific problem is. At this point, we know that Quad did say that Phaedra was the ringleader to try to get Quad out of the group. And even though I don't go up for Phaedra whatsoever, that was hard for me to believe. It's like, huh? Why would she? But if she's got the receipts and if she delivers it at the reunion, hey, all I'm gonna say, hey Quad, you feel the way you feel. And maybe they also feel like, well, why am I being put on the forbidden list by Phaedra? Phaedra wasn't gonna come anyways, as we found out at the end of the episode, so whatever. Toya and Eugene are going to be celebrating their 16th wedding anniversary. And Toya has come up with a theme, and it's basically the Bridgerton theme. I remember seeing photos of this. And I think it was even before that cast trip, but whatever. However, I thought it was before the cast trip, but I think we heard about the cast trip after we saw the Bridgerton stuff. I don't know, I can't remember precisely. But she wants to invite everyone. She also had asked Eugene, have you talked to Greg? And he said no. Eugene said that he didn't like how Greg left the trip. And also, I think he was giving him time to kind of collect himself. But Toya did say, we should have at least checked on them to see how they were doing. For whatever reason, Eugene and Scott, they're going to visit Greg in just a few minutes. But anyways, we find out, what was this? At Toya and Eugene, it was kind of a dress rehearsal. They're doing it a Bridgerton theme. That's that medieval type of dressing and all of that. All the couples are learning how to waltz. The only people that did not show up were Greg and Brownlee and Quad and King. Dr. Mimi could not show up because she was tied up at her job. So they're learning all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. It looked like it was kind of difficult for these couples, but we're going to see how they do it. But whatever, it'll be fun to see what they all look like. I can't remember how everyone was looking. Y'all see Anila and her husband, Kieran. She's still trying to get back on the show. And she was promoting the show earlier this season. I said, the thirst is real, man. People don't want you. People really got tired of you, Anila, with your black scent. I think if you weren't doing that, at least, people could stomach you. They didn't like some of the stuff that you was coming up with towards Toya. But I think that if you weren't trying to portray something that to try to fit in the group, you might have still been there, but whatever. Toya meets up with Brownlee and also Dr. Mimi. Brownlee is appreciative that Toya did check up with her, because nobody else did, except probably Contessa. Contessa did say later on in the episode that she's normally team Greg and Brownlee. Okay. So you're closer than them than Quad? That you've known for years? And you're just getting to know them? I'm just trying to go by the math, not just by my likability. I'm trying to figure out what makes sense. So maybe some of y'all think that I'm being biased, but at the same time, it's not clicking to me at why you are so clinging onto them whom you just met. You know Greg, of course, but you just met this other girl. Whatever. Toya was trying to figure out, is there a place where we can exist all together, meaning Quad and King and da-da-da-da-da. Brownlee, she says that she don't know. She don't know what could happen. And Toya's like, what? And Toya asks, is it true that Dr. Greg has pressed charges? And Brownlee said, look, that's Greg's business. I think kinda it is everyone's business, especially if you're going to exist in this group. I think it is good to know that this is happening. So we're just going to invite people and you just not show up? Like, why would you not say that? But this is how crazy you are, ma'am. Because Greg's telling his friends on what he did. This is how crazy you are in your marriage. Because he done, I guess, assuming, because we don't know, we didn't see the conversation, he's done put boundaries on you on what to say and not to say, but he's saying whatever he wants to say. All I can say is have fun in your institution, as Karen Huger would say. Have fun there, because you are already gone. I think you're in your 30s. You're newly married, and this man has been able to put his foot on your neck so soon. And all you did this is for access to the money, and I guess to have the privilege of saying that I'm married to a doctor. That is out of his mind. Congratulations, you played yourself. So, for some reason, it's just King that needs some discipline. And Toya brought it up, well, there's been times where you have been out of control, where you are not Tisha, and you become this different person. And there is no grace extended to King. This has been one time, but now, I can't be around the group. I think that that's crazy, though. People have been saying things about Brownlee and how she does spiral out of control and ready to fight. This is a military trained individual that's supposed to be disciplined, but can't control her emotions. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Does it make sense to you? Let me know. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. But anyways, for just last week, for Brownlee to say that I don't think it would have got it out of control. Obviously, he done, and I'm using this term loosely, your husband has beat you into submission to agreeing with him. Because obviously, he was pissed enough that you know that you had to cower down to him for whatever happened upstairs in order for him to finally calm down. So he loosely beat you into submission to say whatever you say, Greg. Whatever you say. But Quad is jealous of you. That is what you've been saying in recent interviews. After now that we know what goes on in your home, even though we knew. But now there is documented information on how your husband treats you. Okay. So Eugene Scott, they go visit Greg. Greg says, I'm too old to be fighting, and the best thing that I know how to do is just call the cops. And what he did is press charges for attempted assault. Attempted aggravated assault? Which I thought aggravated assault is when you have a weapon, but whatever. But I guess there's aggravated assault, and then there's aggravated assault with a weapon. Cool, whatever. So, they're like, well, Eugene's like, well, I don't really call the cops, Is it something that I think that a conversation could be had? I honestly think so. Did it need the cops? No. But because of who Dr. Greg is, he's a punk. This has nothing to do with him being a doctor and him being a certain age. You see, I really, I did something that Brownlee does not have the control to do. I didn't age shame him, even though I wanted to. But anyways, he says that was the best result, best solution for him. And they're still like, y'all can't talk to just set boundaries as to what's going to happen. Everything was fine when they were able to antagonize Quad last season. As soon as Quad stepped out with the man, boom. Now he's traumatized, now this, now that, now. He didn't say he was traumatized last year when even Quad tried to give him a hug. Is some of this stuff lining up with some of you that may have been more team Greg and Brownlee, whether you like them or not? We can say all day what Heavenly did. However, they went in and auditioned. They interviewed. They signed the contract. They came on this show. For what? I would not have come on this show, at least, if we're going to do this, at least 5 years into the marriage. I'm newly married. Why would I want to subject my marriage onto the show when we're trying to build up? I'm putting myself in the ex-wife's friendship group. And you act like it was just supposed to be sweet potato pie with the golden crust and butter and all that good stuff on reality TV, that you are even privy to stuff that went on in their marriage that was documented on TV and whatever your husband has tried to lie to you about. So it's really missed me with all the BS as far as how you feel about this now, because about what King did. King was able to turn around and apologize quickly, meaning the next day. He was able to calm down and see where he went wrong and all that, and he was accountable. I think Simone said that later on, and that's someone that is at least accountable for their part in their actions and what they did, and that shouldn't have happened. But y'all sitting up here, oh, I don't know, you're so that's a vindictive person. That's a manipulative person, whether y'all like G or not. So he wrote this song. I don't care about the song. It's about the song about justice, but it was entitled Baby Girl. So both him and T videotaped it, and he needed to write a song about how angry he was. But he always has to run away from T when he's angry at her and insult her. I mean, really, Brownleaf has gotten the grunt of whatever he's been feeling as far as being affected by his ex-wife. And she's gonna sit there and take it until she can't take it no more. So I don't care about this song. It's whack and crazy and stupid. And now you acting like injustice has been done to you when someone just chased you, didn't even get contact you. Shut up, Greg. Quad has a get-together. Of course, Phaedra is not invited, and neither is Brownleaf. Everyone's there having a good time at her home, and the only rule is to not talk about the past. Well, they ended up talking about this whole situation a little bit. Toya invites Quad to her anniversary party, and she was just wondering, do you feel comfortable doing this, and possibly with Brownleaf and Greg being there? And she was like, I don't know if I can really do that because of the stuff that Doctor is saying against my guy. And I'm not doing that. I don't know. Like, I respect back love. I would love to be there, but under these circumstances, I don't think I can. And Toya was like, hopefully you would reconsider. And then they get into the dinner that they had, and Dr. Mimi did confirm as to the unaccountability that is coming from Sweet Tea. Toya also feels like Brownleaf was trying to put her in a position of choosing. I said, y'all could be on one side of the room and the other on the other side of the room. But they don't want to do that. So it looks like you're trying to make me choose. And if I have to choose, it would be Quad and King. And the reason that they say that is because those people are trying to be accountable and to move on, while you two want to be stuck right here. So why would I? Logically, that's just it. Quad does tear up. And what's the face? Contessa said, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that?" Quad walks out of the room because there's been a lot that has transpired between Toya and Quad for years and years and years, and to hear where they're at, Toya's just being fair at this point. And if you're going to be manipulative and crazy, then she don't have time for you. So I thought that was really cool. Heavenly said something about while they were discussing all that about, I don't understand why nobody would not try to stand up for their wife or for their person for saying shut the up. Somehow Contessa tried to correlate that to what Dr. Heavenly was saying about Scott. I already seen an interview recently with Contessa. Contessa wants to play a game with the audience. You are delusional and crazy at this point at how you are operating and trying to play us for a fool as if we didn't see what we saw. And I don't like that. You are a highly intelligent contestant, and you done brought yourself down to a dumb state. We know what was going on in your marriage as far as what you told us and him told us. So if y'all want to play this stupid game, go on and play it with someone else. So that didn't make sense. That made no sense of someone yelling at their wife, shut the up. Stop it. Okay, so the last part of this episode, Dr. Jackie goes and visits Phaedra. I don't know why. Why? She blamed you for not coming to console her and stand up for her. I don't understand, but you were supposed to be the closest to Quad. I still don't get that. Anyways, because Quad is the one that brought you in. What happened? So Phaedra says that what's going on with her and how she feels. She says that she does not blame Dr. Jackie. She blames Dr. Heavenly. And Dr. Heavenly just wants to put people in, and I'm just paraphrasing, uncomfortable situations. And she's really the devil's spawn. And I'm glad that Dr. Jackie spoke up and said what needed to be said. Because she said, I was under the impression that you knew that Apollo was coming and you were okay with that. And we got all these flashbacks. She's a liar and a deceitful, vindictive woman. But she's good TV for some of y'all that just acts like some granny rocking back and forth. Child. And now she talks about sex 24 hours a day and shakes her booty. And she's good TV. But here's my question for you, Phaedra. You're putting it all on Dr. Heavenly, but you said that you don't want to be around the group. That makes no sense. Dr. Heavenly had a plan. You and Apollo had different agendas as to what you want to do according to Dr. Heavenly's plan. And it blew up in your face like Dr. Jackie said. So now, she don't trust nobody within the group. But we're supposed to trust you with around groups. And you are able, as I already said, you already are able to make false rumors, false claims about premeditated RAPE. And people are supposed to trust you. These women trusted you within their friend circle. They didn't know what you were going to come up with. So before you cast the first stone, look at yourself. You won't even be accountable for what you did. But your fan base says for us to get over it. So whatever. I don't care. You're a liar. Goodbye. Good riddance. I can't wait till you mess up on Atlanta and we don't have to see you. Go back to game shows. That's what you are great at doing. Because reality TV is not you. But whatever. Y'all tell me your thoughts. Maybe this is my last episode of me griping. Maybe. But let me know your thoughts. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Atlanta Housewives come back next week. It's going to be a different type of schedule since we got Married to Medicine for dual. I can only do one. So it'll be a little bit later in the day for Married to Medicine, since I guess I'll choose them as the higher priority at this moment. Just to let y'all know, I am unhappy about this season, so if y'all hear me griping, I'm just going to be griping. If y'all can gripe about Nene for several seasons, I can gripe about what I want to gripe about. If y'all still watching Love and Marriage Huntsville and hating it so much, then I can do what I want to do over here. I don't care about y'all saying, let's save, protect black shows, but Married to Medicine is just so ghetto. So then what's up? What's up? What's up? Just like with Potomac. Y'all got your noses up in the air sometimes for stuff, because black folks, we don't do that. But then you do that. So what's up? Like, you want the mess, but don't want the mess. It's so weird. So whatever I want to gripe about, I'm going to gripe about. And anyone that can stick with me, thank you. And if not, that's still great. God bless you and your hearts and your parts. Please be sure to like this video, share it, and also subscribe if you're new. And you can leave your thoughts, as I said before. Until the next one, peace. Have a good day.